where we have, a lot of different random but real conversations. Um, we try, or I try to use my performance, communication, and literary art skills to, oh no,
Well, yeah, that's true.
it's not me, guess it's the internet. So sorry about that, y'all. We had a little booper. But I was saying, welcome to this edition of LLG's Random But Real, um, where I try to use my performance, literary, and communication art skills to speak about all things random. Um, you know, we talk about relationships on this podcast. Um, Funny enough, I'll probably tell you about that story. I'm sure he's not listening. So, someone thought that I was having man troubles. And the only reason that he could deduct that would have been because I post about relationships and I put like relationship posts and I was like, I have a book about relationships and my podcast is about relationships. So it's another way of still marketing. Some of the stuff I post, I just like what it is, but it doesn't have to necessarily apply to me. So, and then more so, if you were concerned about me, why you didn't say nothing? You didn't pick up the phone to ask me, but you said I was worried when I reached out to you to say hi. Telling you, these people out here not loyal. They don't care. They all focused on themselves. So maybe, hopefully, he is listening. He said there's different types of love. What y'all think about that state?
I mean, there definitely are different types of love.
Uh huh.
Mm.
But do you think that some people use that as a cop out to not do without? He's like, I love you always. I loved you then. I love you now. Blah blah blah.
Can
Well, I
you
mean,
define it?
there's an
Can you define what it is that? Can you define
What kid
it?
love that he was talking about?
Yeah, the love. Yeah, is
I
it
wish I could
defined?
go to the text, but I can't even go to the text right now. But my point is, I don't want anybody in my life telling me that they love me, but you're concerned about me, but you're not checking on me. Because a lot of times when I'm in the state that I have been, which you probably didn't know that, Chuck, but even probably the last 3 weeks, I was dealing with depression and anxiety really, 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 really bad. And that just leads into a different spiral of stuff. So I'm either at a place where I don't want to be bothered with nobody, or I'm going to break down even more, which is part of the reason why things happened the way they did last week. And I don't ever want to be without care. Like I wanted to be someone there that knows his care. Because for me, I would do the same thing. If a friend of mine and I knew that that's something that they dealt with, I'm not going to. Because all it takes is 1 second, 1 minute, and that could be the end of their life. And so when we first started this podcast, it was about mental health. I was a counselor for 20 years. Okay. You see all the strange things happening? I guess my bowl is about to go out now. Um, and I know what it's like to not have people care about you. So I always will try to care about a person. Even if I'm going through, I will always try my best to reach out. I always do so if God lays somebody on my heart because I know what it's like. So a lot of people say they care, but then they don't show it, or they don't even ask. So it's one thing to reach out. And I'm saying, when I say this is about relationships, I'm not talking about just romantic relationships. I'm talking about family, friends are relationships too. And I could probably count on one hand who's really kind of been consistent. And if you really know me, the biggest thing that I need is to be around people. And especially with like Mother's Day and my birthday. Because y'all know we pre-record these. So it's been rough. It's been rough. But I had a good birthday. It was cool. Heard some good music. So I'm gonna go party again some other time this week. By me saying party, that doesn't mean I can't do anything strenuous right now. So mine is sitting down and just bobbing my head. That's all I can do. But I miss dancing. I miss being able to do stuff without pain. That would be a great present. Um, But yeah, having company would probably be the next best thing for me in this season. Now, I don't know when it's going to end. Maybe the pain ends. Maybe not. But I digress. That's my little spiel. Do y'all want to give a spiel before I go on to the topics for the day?
Well, the initial statement or question was, how did you phrase it?
Hey, my name is Chef, and I just want to say hi to everybody out there. This is Miss Lisa. This is Miss Erica. I don't know what they're doing right now. We forgot we didn't do the intro.
You're right.
I didn't. I just didn't go into details about it.
No. We didn't. So Erica, you want to do your intro? I'm sorry.
Hey,
it's I said give your spiel. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey y'all,
Thank you, Chef.
I'm Chef. I'm always doing something.
You never know. Sometimes I switch it up. That's your spiel is your introduction.
Oh, got you.
So you get to say who you are and what you want to say before we start.
Hey, I just want love.
You just want what?
I just want love. That's it.
Well,
I'm Chef, and I just want love today. That's all.
What kind of love? Because that's what Erica. That's what you said. Said I was saying there was different kinds of love. Yeah, you said something about everybody can't get Burger King. Anyway, that was
like when I'm alone in the room. Sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back.
And I bet in the back of your mind,
I hear my conscience call. That kind of love.
Okay. As long as they don't stop us from being on here, type of love. For quoting my boy's song, I love that song though.
You do? Can you sing it?
I could rap it. I know the song, but I can't rap it. I don't do it on here.
You can't do it on the song. You can't do it like singing it though.
I mean, I could.
You could sing it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody never did that. Nobody ever done that. You'll be the first person to do that if you could sing it.
He kind of does it to like a rhythm, like it's
he's
kind
rapping though. He talking. Yeah. You gonna do that. Like he just flowing.
Well, I probably wouldn't do it today. I sound like a raspy mess.
I mean, so, you got a little Jasmine Sullivan going on right now. That's cool.
I love Jasmine Sullivan, but this is because of the lack of sleep. It's wearing down me,
so
y'all.
You started sounding like Jasmine Sullivan when you ain't get no sleep.
I mean, when I don't get more than 24 hours of it.
24
I was already.
That's 2 days. Oh, your birthday was great.
No, my birthday was
24 hours. You've been up.
I've been up since 12 noon yesterday. I said that before the show. Yes. And I went to work. And I worked hard. And I had to talk to a whole bunch of people because I was in meetings all day. So yes, I am tired. But I always make sure I do or perform my responsibilities.
I like that. So, yeah. I like that tenacity.
I wish the guys would be doing the same thing, but that's another story.
What the guys got to do with your tenacity?
No, that's good. I'm saying I meet people who are not, they say one thing and they do something else. It's more consistency. That seems to be that's a dirty word.
It is. It's a curse word.
Is it a curse word?
It's a curse word nowadays. Consistency. Yeah. Oh, that might start a fight.
Yeah, might start something.
What have you done for me lately?
Mm-hmm. Nothing, according to her.
Consistency. Consistency. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna be mad for real if they start taking parts out of the show out because of that. They do some stupid stuff. YouTube.
How important is it to have moments in your relationships, whether friends, family, or whatever, just to have moments where you just laugh, like grab your stomach and just almost.
I love those moments. I don't have them very often, but
that's important.
Yeah. But you have to have family, friends, or whoever around. Remember, I started off saying that it like in this season, that would have been great to actually have presence That means more than presents. I'm thankful for the presents, the gifts that I receive, but you get a gift and then it fades. You know, it's something about those moments that you were talking about that kind of they stick there. You remember those memories.
Right.
You laugh
I
until you cried.
I feel like most people need those kind of moments like that that grab your stomach, one tear coming out your eye, like you just laugh. Just it's
How
been
often
so
did
long
that
since I
happen?
laughed. Not, people are not really funny anymore. Got to go to Chat GPT to get a joke.
I don't think so. Say a lot of funny things.
Chat
Funny.
GPT, tell me a joke.
Mm-mm. I don't
Depends on
joke
what kind
though.
of humor you're talking about.
Erica, you and these hidden talents of yours.
You care to share some, Erica?
I'm just saying, I'm funny.
Are you like situational funny or you like stand up funny?
What's the
You funny
difference?
you funny in the moment, like you funny because of the situation, or you can tell stand up jokes. You like Cat Williams or somebody.
I don't know that I tell stand-up jokes, but I mean, I say some funny stuff. I can crack you up. Like,
Tell me a joke, Erica.
not right now.
See,
Not,
that's crazy.
I don't tell jokes. Mine is storytelling, like my laughter. I
Yes.
remember I did this play. It was a kids play. And for me it was phenomenal seeing people laugh. Like they got my jokes. They got what the humor that I was
the
trying
Tell
to
me the
jokes
show.
joke.
were
I
part of
want to
the
laugh.
play,
Tell me
or
the
No,
you
it
joke.
made
wasn't.
up
I
the
said
jokes?
mine is storytelling. So it was a
Tell me.
story.
Give me a story.
Mm-mm.
Wow,
Like
Jasmine
Erica
Sullivan.
said, not today.
Not right now.
Mm,
You gotta catch me when I'm not tired.
I wish I was funny, but I'm
That's
You
okay.
are.
not. I be dead serious.
They're
Well,
serious with a smile on your face.
right. All right, so I can't bring up the thing. Why are you laughing?
Because that's funny. Because most people that know me say when I could tell a joke, but they can never tell when I'm serious or not because my facial expressions never change. That's funny. That's funny. I'd be like, but I be just playing. But they be like, nah, we couldn't tell. Don't know how to take you, Jay. Be like,
Sounds
that's
about
that's
right.
that's fair. I get that. That's fair. But they still around me. Go figure.
Because you really are funny.
Situational funny though. I'm funny in moments. I'm not like stand up funny. I can't be on
Does it
I can
matter?
I can be like in a movie kind of funny, like a comedic actor or something like that. I couldn't be on stage telling jokes or whatever.
Yeah, I'm probably situational funny too. I'm not necessarily stand-up funny. I say things in the moment that are just funny. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
That's funny.
So
So
okay.
you were gonna ask about what we
It
what we
won't let me
saw.
pull it up. Yeah, it's not letting me pull it up. I did all that for nothing.
The one where the cost of a date. That one.
That's one of them, but no, I wanted to do the comment. I know you said they're silly, but I like their topics because they're
Oh,
relatable topics. People
simple.
actually in real life argue about stuff like that. Like one person had already, this wasn't this video. One of them, they did like okay, I don't even know if I could say the name of the place. Yes.
You see, are these still in school? Or I'm just old?
I've never seen those before in my
Oh,
life.
y'all never seen
Yeah.
these?
No.
No.
Man,
They used to give you that in school.
yeah.
Terrible.
Y'all never heard like of gateway program? Y'all never had gateway programs?
What's that?
I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, I know what
Uh,
gateway is, but
Not like gateway drug or not
That's what
like
I'm.
I
that. Like
What?
not
understand.
that.
Yeah. What are you talking
It's
about?
like a program for special high intelligent kids. Like it's
Like
kids
gifted
with
and talent program.
I'm
gifted and
feeling
talented.
like you threw the intelligent part that it was just
I
supposed to be
probably did. I
a
probably did.
program
I
for
mean,
special
because I
kids. Like,
no, I no, no, not like special kids, but like, like, like talented.
Okay. I don't know
All right.
about that.
Okay.
We are
Whatever.
all completed. Is that about a relationship too?
It's just a
Well,
good. Just try the donut. That's all.
the relationship with his special classmates.
That's funny.
What I was saying, why are you looking like that?
That was
I
funny. I
felt like
laughed.
these donuts was in schools across America. That's all.
No,
Because they were always in my school. That's all. So I just assume
never seen
everybody
it
had
before
it.
in my life.
Well, you don't know what you're missing. How about that?
It's probably true.
I think she'll be okay. I think,
Yeah.
after 50 years of life, I'm sure the donut, whether we ever taste it or not, we'll probably make it. Anyway,
It might be life changing though.
It could be. I have a
it
terrible
could be.
sweet tooth, so I mean, it's possible that I would enjoy that donut.
You warm it
Yeah.
up and put some butter pecan ice cream on it.
Are you going to serve that to a female?
I would. I definitely
Would you
would.
serve it to a
Eh,
parent? Doesn't have to be your parent. It could be somebody else's parent.
I definitely would. And if they don't like it, I kick them out with a straight face. Get out.
Why
You
kick
don't.
them out?
Why kick them out? Because they don't have good taste, and I don't like hanging around people that don't have good taste. So,
Okay. Anyway,
get out.
this show is weird.
It's
But
random. That's
But
all.
real.
it is. It is random but real on a whole different topic. You are absolutely correct.
So on the
So,
topic of dating, which is kind of one of the things we always come back to, right? There's some conversation around like what it costs to go on a date nowadays. I'm assuming that conversation was from a single person's perspective, because if you're a married person going on a date, more than not, that's your combined household money. So you're not necessarily counting the dollars, if you will. But if you're single, my household versus your household, then we're kind of counting the dollars, right?
Hmm.
You looking a little confused on me, Lise.
no, I'm not confused. I don't know that I completely agree, but go on.
On which
I'll
part?
ask my
What do
question.
you not agree on?
So I know a lot of people who don't do the combined
I know that not everyone
salary.
does it, but
Yeah.
whether or not you actually combine your finances as married people, the truth of the matter is, if we're living in the home together, we're married, we're both contributing to that household,
Mhm.
as opposed to literally two separately single people. I am completely responsible for my own household. My single date would be completely responsible for their own household. That's two different incomes. Like, this is my opinion. Obviously, it's not right 100%. And again,
No,
you
that's
could
what you
differ.
want
But if
it to
we're
be.
if we're married and living in the same house, even if we don't have combined bank accounts, we're still one household financially. We both contribute to that one household financially.
Do you think when you were saying that, what was coming to mind is like, do you think that you should have a stash? Think everybody should have a stash of their own?
I think
Just,
any individual should be prepared to take care of themselves, whatever that looks like, right? So yes, you can have a combined account, again, that contributes to your household, and you both can have individual accounts that you save or use how you want, that doesn't affect the combined account. So if I want to blow my money on shoes, but I've contributed to the household, you can't worry or get mad at me for, blowing this money on a bunch of shoes, because I've taken care of my responsibilities toward the house, right? Like, that's my fun money, whatever I want to do with it. But if what I start doing with my fun money affects what we're doing collectively, well, then that's a problem. That's an issue.
okay. I
But
believe that you should have your own stash, but I do believe that as a married person, I should know. So if you have $1,500 saved, I should know you have $1,500 saved. Whether I have access to it or not, that's not the point.
Well,
I
why?
just think
Why should you know it if your
I
access?
just feel because it's still you're still one, you're still family, you're still whatever, and not just hiding. Now that doesn't mean that every time you put money in there, I'm be like, how much you putting in there? That type of thing. Not like that. I just think the knowledge of having it, just like I think the knowledge of I don't trip about if I was in a relationship or married, my husband could have my password to my phone. I'm not doing nothing. Like it's all about him. Like I think that it's still a lot of secrecy in marriages. That's just my take. But you're the only one that is married. So you would have,
I
you
can see
know,
that. I can see that.
yeah, I think honestly it happens more in a marriage than it does when you're actually not in one. Because as a single person, we know we don't have to share anything. I don't have to give you anything.
So I'm about to say, I mean, I don't think there's not a need to disclose a lot of things when you're just dating until you get to that serious level of dating that's probably going to lead to marriage. I don't have to
Mhm.
disclose certain things to someone I'm just dating.
Mm-mm.
But yes, in a marital partnership, the expectation is to disclose certain things or to disclose more and more to become one. Chef, you're making some serious faces over there.
Now I'm listening. I'm just listening to the comment because I see both sides. I agree with both of you guys, and I'm just trying to think how I would run my household. That's all. I'm
How would
sitting
you?
here and I'm thinking about all the women that I dated, the one that I was engaged to, and I'm like, I her idea at the time was definitely a joint account, but two savings accounts, one joint account and two savings accounts. Um, and all the money from the checks goes into the combined account, but it is from that account, it is allotted to the savings. So to me, I can see both sides. I can see why. I guess it just depends on the individual that I'm dating because if I just see like, well, first of all, I wouldn't date a woman that couldn't handle it. Man. I couldn't date a woman that's just like that don't know how to manage money. Like I feel like that is very. I'm like that's immature. That's very. I just feel like at a certain age, why don't? Why you ain't got $5? Why not? How are you living? You know, like okay. I can understand that because it is some people out here that's just horrible with funds and money. Um, but if I'm married, it'll probably be the combined account. Um, with a prenup also, but with savings accounts, I can do that. I can do
Why the prenup, Chef?
because I have valuables, I have assets um, that I could liquidate anytime and be good. And I just don't want to lose what I built because I feel like divorce for some people is a sport. I see that more and more as I look at the news and go on social media. And I don't even be on social media like that. I get on, get off. But when I am up there, I see how I see the games being played when it comes to it. So which is a deterrent from getting married. Like, but a prenup, what's wrong with that? Women can get a prenup. You know what I mean? She can have a rebuttal prenup. You can put anything you want in there.
Okay.
I mean, what's wrong with that?
Interesting.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the prenup. I
Yeah,
mean,
what's
I'm
wrong with
not
that?
of the mind of one. But at the time that I got married, I wasn't bringing anything to the table that I
Right,
felt
right.
like.
So that's that. And you know what, Erica? Let me go back and say that. Not to cut you off,
Mm,
but I believe if two people get together and they are working to build something, there's no need for a prenup because I
mhm.
helped you, I'm here with you. However, if because right now in society that we live in, so many people want already made people. Now,
Mhm.
if you get yourself an already made person, then that means sign a prenup. I was like this before you met me. So in my defense, yes, I would totally.
Yes, and then that also I think comes from, like you said, kind of where we are as a society, where just the whole mindset of it the I want tough if it
Oh,
doesn't work out. Like, we have generations before us that when they went their separate ways, nobody was thinking about I want half. It was like I came with this, I'm leaving with this. It's I don't know. Y'all are the single ones out here. We've already talked about what dating out in these streets looks like. There's a lot of people out here, their intentions are not well.
that's because that's because either they were taught that or they never had the mental tenacity to go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? So nah, I'm not. I couldn't do it, shorty. At this point in my life, yeah, you got to sign a prenup. Which I was like this before you made me, and I mean before I met you. Now I'm not saying like if you this type of guy and you just got you just getting on your feet and you just started working or something like that. Nah, you don't. I'm talking about a guy that has a person, not just I don't want to specify gender, but I'm saying a person that have work to build assets that's
Hmm.
over a certain dollar amount, and you do not you do not want to go half and give half of that up for somebody that wasn't even there. She wasn't even in
Yeah.
the gym shooting with me. This I'm on the court, you know?
No, I mean I do agree with that. It's very touchy.
Yeah, but the joint account, yes, baby, we can do that. Savings. I would even look, I'm so good and I love my woman. I would even give her an allowance from my checks. You see? So she
So
wouldn't be watching my pockets. If I give you some pockets, she wouldn't be
let's back
watching
up.
mine.
Let's back up
I'm
because
sorry.
I need to understand. I need to understand what you're saying. An allowance from your check. You're not contributing to the household?
No, I'm
No,
paying
he's saying
the
extra.
household is gonna be the household is gonna
Yeah.
be
So
the
this is
household
on
is gonna
top
be
of
the
that. You're
household.
giving her
Hmm.
Yeah, the
even
household.
more money. Okay. Okay.
But look at it this way, Erica, like I've been in my house, this house for 7 years, right? And I had people live with me, I had people move, and I still paid all the bills. So even if I had a woman, I'm just in my own situation. I wouldn't expect her to pay bills because her half would look a little different than mine.
Hmm.
She would have a half, but it may not be a financial part of it.
Right. She be
That's
cooking or cooking with you. That's what you said. You did say that on another show. I'm not being funny.
okay.
That's what you do. I don't do that. I'm gonna just tell you, like, I'm being funny.
Okay.
Like, you'll know when I'm trying to be funny. That was really,
Okay.
that was like real information. I was listening. That's what you said. Am I wrong?
Listen, long story. Look. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like I do agree with the combined account and separate savings accounts. In my first, she wanted to do that, and I totally agree. But that's when we didn't have anything. So I agree with both of you, honestly. So I understand. I see it from both sides. I just think it would depends on the woman what I would do or what I would do.
I mean, obviously, from societal perspectives, from cultural perspectives, there's so many different scenarios out there, right? We have the mindset of a man who it's a man's job and responsibility to take care of home. We have the mindset of females who, we're equals and I can do just what you can do, right? We have cultural expectations of who's in charge. And then we just have so many changing variations from what like social media puts out there, right? What our young people are picking up and learning on. So, literally could go anyway. But the bottom line comes down to the two people who are experiencing it, what works for them, right? What
Right.
works for you and your partner?
Right.
Is it, you guys are going to talk about it? You're going to make an agreement like, hey, let's split everything 50-50, or, hey, I want to totally take care of you and I want you to just have, do y'all have kids? It's so many variables.
But okay, so I hate to be this type of guy, but I have to say this for
Say it.
especially for the guys that's listening, and and people that know me. So it's like when you put I feel like, to me, my perspective, when you put a woman in a position where she is doing that, then she's really not going to be, it's hard. I think it gets harder for her to be 100% feminine, and to be in that,
When she's doing what? Be clear.
when she's paying financially just as much
Mm-hmm.
as you're paying.
Okay. Okay.
Now I understand the economy is what it is, but also that's another conversation. But I understand what the economy is what it is, but I wouldn't want her doing that. That's just me. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
trying to be one of those guys, but like I said, everybody run their households different.
Mm-hmm.
If I can afford to, I want to cover the finances, and I want to cover my house, because my what I need from her, my helpmate, my my potential, it won't be financial. It will really be making my house a home. And I know that sounds foreign to some people, because but I need my woman to make my house a home. And if you understand that, then you get me. I don't need her to be financially distraught and trying to figure out how we're going to keep that. No, 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 no. I need other things.
I don't think you'd get a lot of pushback and argument. I
I
mean,
mean,
certainly there are women that want to be so-called independent, and but I mean, if you gonna tell me you gonna pay for it all, baby, what I'm gonna say? No.
because again, though, her responsibility and outside of finances will be equally as great as my financial part of it. It ain't easy. It ain't easy running a house and handling business on my behalf and being a representative for me. And that's not easy. I'm gonna get, so sometimes it can be inconvenience to what she may want to do for herself.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. These young people today. Uh, yeah. So
Yeah.
y'all know I work in a school, and we were gearing up for career day. And I came up with this really great idea for staff to bring in pictures of their younger selves,
Mhm.
elementary or middle school, and say what you wanted to be, at that age. Because,
Uh,
it was making the connections for the students that sometimes we know early on what we want to do in life, and sometimes we want to be one thing and we become something else. And so one of my coworkers, she provided a baby picture, but what she said she wanted to be was a was it a oh yeah, it was a millionaire's housewife. Like that was her ideal, in the future. She just wanted to be taken care of. Now obviously that's not what she is, because I just told you she's my coworker, so she work at a school, right? But she's still, you know
so can I ask y'all a question?
uh-huh.
Hey, ADD, right? So it's been a queen, like really, like, of royalty, or being the first lady president, right? Do you necessarily feel like that job or that role could be very difficult and challenging?
If I were a queen, would I be
Yeah, queen of
challenged?
queen of England, whatever, queen of DC, whatever. Yeah, like
I
that.
mean, any job with a lot of responsibility is challenging. Any
Right.
job, queen, first lady. principal, waiter, like any job with a lot of responsibility is challenging. But would we be up to the task of being catered to in these jobs? Uh, I,
See,
After struggling all my life, absolutely.
that's
Please take
see,
care of me.
but but this what I'm battling because I feel like what I'm hearing today outside of y'all is that they wouldn't want that. That is
who don't want to be pampered? Where are you meeting these
but
women, chef?
what I'm saying is if following the conversation that no, there's nothing wrong with being pampered and your guys taking on the financial portfolio, but that the role of what you would be doing could be challenging and just as difficult is
But
what I'm
is it
saying.
their role or is it the role that you're creating for them? Because it sounds to me like you're creating a role for whoever would be with you and they're not getting a say. And that's not
So
partnership.
but okay, but so what you're saying is am I the head of the household?
Yes,
Okay.
I would hope.
So I would run my household a little different than what some people may run their household. I'm just saying that the financial portfolio, I wouldn't ask my woman to go 50-50 with me because if most when I feel like when most people hear that it's a finance, it's something financial tied to it, right?
But
Right?
are
When
you
you hear that.
saying, yeah, yeah. Are you
So
saying that by not going 50-50 though, she,
it's because her role would be equally important. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like she's just in a house. Most women in today's time they want to work.
That sounds like control, chef. That doesn't sound like
I mean, well,
well, that that's what
I
I'm
mean,
confused. I'm not sure if that's what I'm hearing.
is it control? Because I would like,
I mean,
baby.
are you telling her what she can and cannot do because you're paying all the
I never
bills?
said that.
No,
No,
I'm
I didn't say
asking. I'm
that.
not
No, no,
accusing.
that's
I'm
not what I'm saying.
asking you.
No, no. The answer is no.
Okay, so
Okay,
what?
so what I'm saying is just because she's not, it ain't like she's just doing nothing because her role and responsibility towards the house would be, it made her 50-50 would look different from mine, is what I'm saying, because she's making my house a
A
home.
home. Does
but
she have
is
a
that
job
her 50?
outside of the home?
Huh?
Does she have a
Is it
job
her?
outside of the home?
She may, but I think it's a bigger flex when my helpmate can tell her coworker like, "Girl, I do not have to work here. I could really, I got a man that want to take care of me at home." So if she's working, it would be because she wants to work, not because I'm telling her what she can and she can't do.
Okay.
I'm the type of guy, I'm gonna give you enough room to be who you are. I want to see what you're gonna do. So I mean, I want to fall in love with the person that I'm meeting. I don't want to change her. I want to improve. You feel me? Like you're supposed to grow together, but it ain't no, I'm not trying to control her. I'm not
So
that
my
type of guy.
coworker, who at a young age said her aspiration was to be a billionaire's housewife. Let's pretend you're a billionaire right now. Millionaire, sorry, not billionaire, millionaire.
I
Let's
can't be a
pretend.
billionaire.
Well, no, because she said millionaire, so I want to stick with what she said. You could be a
She.
billionaire, but let's say you are that, right?
Mhm.
And she is now your wife. So she does not want to work. I mean, that
Okay.
was her goal. She don't want to
Okay.
work. That's not to
Okay.
say she lazy, doing
Okay.
nothing, but she's
Okay.
not working outside the
Okay.
home, bringing home this paycheck.
Okay.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with that. What's she doing? So what's she gonna do?
Well, I don't know. What is it you would desire her to do?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, go to the gym. I
Okay.
want you
Okay.
to stay in the gym. Keep your hair, nails. How I met you is how I want you to stay.
Okay.
Go to the gym. I like my woman in the gym.
Okay.
Take some culinary classes for me.
Oh, that's right, because you're not gonna want to do the cooking. She should be cooking, right?
No, we're gonna cook together.
Y'all
But
gonna cook together.
it's why not have activities? You think you're just gonna what? You just gonna spend money? Nah, it's other things. See, what I'm hearing is, or what I feel like we're trying to go at is if I'm controlling. But remember, if I'm paying all the bills and I'm pampering her, then I can pretty much do and say what I want. It's
What does
whatever
that mean?
I desire. It's whatever I desire because again, I'm the
That's
millionaire,
the
right?
I mean,
control.
But
That right there,
but
you
who
know, no, for
but
real.
see, no, listen,
Witchcraft
listen,
is another word for control, right? And if the
listen,
person that you're in the
listen.
relationship with can't speak, can't for
She can speak.
themselves, can't
She can
choose
speak.
things for themselves because you're the one handling everything, she may
Maybe
Listen,
like
that's what
that.
he's
she can
saying, though.
listen. You call
Yeah.
it what you want at the end of the day. Call it what you want, but let's do the flip side. We talking reality right now. Reality, women make more money. Most women right now in DMV area make more money than men right now. And guess what? They doing the same thing Granddad was doing back in the day because he paid all the bills right now. Gabrielle Union just came out with a post about that. Yeah, I didn't feel bad cheating since I paid all the bills.
Who said that?
Gabrielle Union.
What? I
I
don't
don't
like
cheated.
You
listen
Yeah.
to
see
a
what I'm
lot of.
saying? But it's happening right now. So we're not talking about the generations of your generation. We're talking about women of today.
They are
They
my
don't want they
generation.
don't
Every
they
hell
don't
is
we
a
they
year
don't
older than
they
me.
don't they don't want to work. Well, my generation. They
Okay.
don't want to work. So if I'm a millionaire, what are you doing? So you telling me you're gonna be on TikTok doing TikTok dances all day?
No, I
I
mean,
think
for
that's a
me,
young
I have
person
a brilliant mind, so
that
I'm gonna
thinks
still
that.
be working. I'll just be working for myself, but I'm
Maybe
not gonna
they're
be
in
just
organization.
Let me ask you
yeah.
guys a question since I'm controlling. How is this woman that's a millionaire wife adding value to the relationship? That's the better question. How is she adding value?
I mean, listen. I'm not out here advocating that if she's
I
a
I, I want
housewife, that she does nothing. I'm not
I want to
advocating that.
know. I want to know since I mean
But like you said,
I'm
she's
speaking
made
for
your
my
house
men
a
out here.
home. Maybe y'all have children. She's taking care of the children.
Which
She's,
is a whole job in and of
So
itself.
hold on, Erica. Hold on. When I said that earlier, when I was like her half, her 50-50 may look different from mine because she's actually making the house a whole.
yeah,
Why
no.
is that perceived? Why is that perceived as control?
I
It's
didn't say
not the
control.
things. It's because of when so control. Like I said, people don't realize that that's actually what witchcraft is.
She's picking the kids up from school. She's being an active mom. She's cooking dinner. She's washing clothes.
Is this what
It's
she wanted though? Because I'm reminded of a
what
Well,
show. Listen,
in
wait a
my
second, let me
case,
finish. I let y'all talk. Please let me get this out. I did let
is
you
that what
talk.
she want? What you mean?
Yeah, meaning so I
What do
watched
you
this
want?
show, and the show, the wife initially wanted to be like not work. The husband was like, I got you. Just like you're saying. They probably are millionaires or maybe close to billionaires, but millionaires. And they built together. They have a family. She ended up staying home, taking care of the children, all the other stuff, blah, blah. And at one point, she was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is not my life.
the
Like she didn't
marriage
want
or
to
the
just
staying home.
stay at home.
Okay, okay.
And so she still loved her children. She still did everything for him. He ain't do nothing for real. And I do mean ain't. He really just, and of course all we know is what we see, but that was part of their arguments because all the cooking, all the cleaning, all the child rearing was on her. She ended up stopping. Y'all may know the show, but of course I can't really talk about it on here, name the name, stopped doing it and ended up going back to school. I think getting her master's, then or just getting brokerage, company. Now they do stuff together. And I was listening to him on one of the latest episodes where he was talking about I stuck to the plan. Like he's big mad because she no longer wanted to do whatever it was. And I guess I don't know, being a female, I know how often sometimes we cycle. Like that empty nester thing is real. And I've never experienced it. I've only talked to clients that did, like when I was counseling. When you're the one having to do all of the clearly like heavy lifting. I'm not saying that making money isn't, but I know tons of couples who are married and both of them work, and yet it's still the female's responsibility to do all of the stuff at home. I don't know that it's ever really a 50-50. I think that I think that 80-20 that movie talks about actually does happen more often than not. No, really.
Then stay single. don't get married. Just stay single.
Why? I'm
Because
not saying
because
that it's like
because
that.
no,
Meaning, usually
no.
it's one person doing more than the other. There usually is a larger percentage.
This
Let's take that. We don't have to take the household, Erica.
it's
You
not a
can tell me. I want to
democracy.
see your face. How would
It's
they
not
say
a,
about church? It's the same people, right? It's such amount
it's
of
not a
people
democracy.
doing all the work, and then some other people are just sitting there. And I think that that's just representative as in marriage as well, just in the world.
Yeah, no, I can.
Listen,
Yeah, but
listen.
I know guys who do a lot of the household stuff
Hmm?
over the women in the relationship, and we know women who do a
It's
lot of the household stuff.
case by case,
It
depending on the
is.
It
person that you
is.
with.
It is.
You know what I mean?
And I
But
would absolutely love a house
if
husband. I'll
if
go out
if
and work.
if you're asking me
Cook.
how an alpha male is gonna run his household and then say I can't run my household, then you're I'm gonna tell you respectfully, we don't align because this is what I want, and I understand what you want. I hear you, but we have to be. To me, I'm gonna tell you before you even get in a situation with me that I want to be spiritual. Not only I want everything aligned, not just you. Get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna
No,
tell you what I'm
that's
looking for, and if you and that's not what you want, then I would look. I would
and
remove
that's the
myself.
beauty. That's
You
the
get what I'm saying?
beauty
Like
of us having free will. That's the beauty
yes,
of it. We
it's not
if
difficult.
everyone is going to bring a different perspective to
Right.
the table. Everyone is going to want something different, but the prayer is you find someone who matches your wants, no matter
Correct.
what it is. Like we started the
Correct.
conversation off about, do you have joint accounts or something? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can have my own account, you can have your own account, we can have a joint account. Doesn't matter. The hope is that we would find our match, the person who we align with best.
I feel though like if like you were saying, Lisa, if she's making this house a home, isn't that if we were measuring, isn't that the same weight as me paying all the bills? To
I'm not
me,
saying it's not the
to
same
me,
way. It's really to
to
me
me,
about how you all make each other feel in that home. Because if
no,
at
no,
some
no,
point,
no,
yes, because feelings
no,
do matter,
no,
emotions do
no,
matter.
no, no, no.
We're gonna have to have a part two, Seth, because we reaching our
I've never
time.
heard
But
somebody go to court, and I've been in those courts and say, I want half of what I was feeling about. Give me half my love back. They not
no,
saying
they
that.
don't
It's
say
about
that. I'm
money.
just saying
It's
that
about
if you're
money and
in a
assets
relationship
there.
and you don't feel like the stuff that you were doing
People
initially is
people
fulfilling you,
people do arranged marriages, and it ain't
mhm,
about feelings. You
you're
feelings
right.
come later. Feelings come later.
You're absolutely right. Which is probably why I wouldn't want to arrange marriage, even if the person was rich. I keep
I'm out.
talking to a person who was a counselor. Like
I,
feelings
but
and
I
emotions are
look
like
look look
huge in our
look look.
profession.
But understand. I hear you, and I agree with some of the stuff you're saying. But if you're asking a man how would he run his household, that's I mean, okay. If you don't like what I'm saying, then it's out.
Right.
Be
I mean, and
single.
that is the beauty as we prepare to wrap
Right.
up. Again, that is the
Great
beauty of free
conversation.
will and choice. Like, yeah, it's somebody
Maybe
out there
that's
for
the
everybody.
title.
Somebody for everybody.
Yeah,
Well,
facts, facts,
how
facts.
would you like to finish your last
Erica
statement,
first.
your closing statement?
Me or Erica?
Either person.
So I would just say, I don't have 50-50 conversations. Get with the person and see just see what that's like in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just see it, just flow together. I think it's complicated when you say what you bring to the table. You're gonna see what that person bring given the opportunity. Erica.
I would end this by saying, really get to know who you are and what you want so that when you find your match or your non-match, you're real clear on it. So you don't go into something with these bad expectations or false, beliefs about what it should be, but you go into it really seeking what will work for you.
Yeah, I can agree with both of y'all. I still feel like it is about what you all want. And I also do think that the older you get, stuff that mattered to me before doesn't matter. But I'm not gonna settle either. But yeah, just interesting. Interesting. And on that note, I thank you all for watching us today. We have 2 more episodes before the break or whatever that's going to be. And then summer is here. And
Can't wait.
I'll be
outside.
working.
Outside.
I'm not. Yeah,
Vacation.
I'll be working. It's hard to take them when you, yeah. They don't make it easy for us. Those 20 days that we have to do. You would think that was just really short, but it's not. You don't get to really take them. I mean, you supposedly could take them when you want to take them, but we'll see how it goes. But hopefully I can go to some beach. One beach. At least a pool.
You should definitely be able to make it to a pool for sure.
Hopefully. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't know. Depends on what type of pool. That's a whole nother story. For another show. But we thank y'all for joining. Thank you, Chef. Thank you, Erica. And I hope that all that watched tonight and will watch later found something interesting as we talked about. Would you say free will and free choice? Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Out.
Erica out.
Chef.